Alrighty, so I just finished up stream. We did a sort of a weird stream where I just kind of sat around and watched videos on Mael because he came out today on JP and KR, which this video will go out tomorrow. But I just wanted to sort of, I guess, relay any sort of info. I just kind of wanted to be, I guess, updated on how Mael sort of looks in game and everything, because obviously they did a showcase for him on the JP and KR streams whenever they announced him, and he didn't look super crazy, but of course he does quite well. So we watched a couple of videos. We watched Nagato do a UR showcase.
Oh, this is gonna hit hard. This is gonna hit hard.
We also watched him do a ult rush, like 6-6 ultimate showcase. We watched videos from Speedy where he, you know, just used the character in general. I think everybody's pretty much just going to be using him on the Goddess team for the beginning of, you know, him being out at the moment. But I'm sure people will experiment with him a little bit more as sort of time goes on.
Screw it. Melly's dying, bro. I don't care, bro. Get his Melly out of my face. It's already your Tarmio links on Melly. That's game over, right?
We also watched videos from Davo.
He is a 10 out of 10 unit. Nothing is wrong with him. Like, nothing, bro. When I tell you nothing is wrong with him. Nothing, bro. Nothing is wrong with Mael. I will stand by that. Like, I could run a lad and I'd win. Like,
And we also watched Marilli do a showcase with the new Freya relic.
So she is hitting harder than probably Mael would ever hit. And let's see. Yep. And that's GG, man. We defeated floor 2 with the new Freya Holy Relic.
With Mael on the team. So I just kind of wanted to talk about how that went and everything. So honestly, the character looks really good. I think the Goddess team is probably going to end up being the strongest team in the game, at least for the foreseeable future, until like a new sort of support unit either comes out for the demons or like a whole new Holy Relic or something like that maybe. Even possibly if Escanor gets any sort of like human team support, he could potentially skyrocket to the top. You never know what's going to happen, but with the support and like the synergy that the Angel team has, Mael does really, really good turn 1 and turn 2 of just being able to put his AoE out there. It does really good damage on its own. It deals a lot of damage in general, and then his single target card does really, really impressive damage. So, of course, if you use the ultimate, it's gonna do really, really good. Ultimates on like modern day festival units are crazy to begin with, but I think that the damage reduction and stuff that they have, he has a lot of like he has a really good chance of surviving a lot of the big hits that Escanor or Melly are going to do to him. So yeah, I plan on just sort of watching a little bit more content for the end of the week before he comes out on global, sort of working on the sets that I'm going to build for him. I think first and foremost, I would like to build an HP defense set, which I think this one's the one that I'm actually going to be working on. But I think for him in general, he kind of has a trifecta. He has a really good Grace. He's really good in PvP if you're running him with the Goddess team because of the synergy. And on top of that, it seems like the Nidhogg team is kind of pushing towards a Goddess sort of meta. So you're probably going to want to have him if you want to be using like the top tier Mael sort of Nidhogg team. Along with, you're probably going to have to pair that with Freya's relic, which unfortunately makes her more of a Nidhogg unit than anything else, which I still think is very odd. But it looks really good, and Mael in general just looks like he's good for all of the like top tier content in the game so far. So like Nidhogg is the highest tier of PvE at the moment. He's really good in PvE. Like I said, he has a relic or a Grace that you can kind of slap him on other characters if you want to use those characters and just boost their damage in general. Because if you don't know, his Grace is literally just a straight up 20% damage increase. So that's really crazy. So I think even if you're not going to run the Goddess team, if you want to run Nidhogg anytime soon, or you want to just have his Grace to maybe boost up your DPS, or like your main DPS character for whatever team you're running in PvP, if you're not going to be running Goddesses, it could be very essential or just very helpful to have. I don't want to say essential. But kind of like with Tarmiel Link. Tarmiel Link is really, really good to have. You can get away with not having it, but pretty much everybody's using Tarmiel Link nowadays. I don't think his Grace is going to be like as busted as Tarmiel Link's is, but it's still going to be pretty good for just dealing just straight up extra damage. So I'm planning on building him an HP defense set first and foremost, because if I'm going to use him as a Grace character, I would rather him have as much CC as possible. Unfortunately, because he is a light festival unit, he's probably going to be really hard to pull extra copies of if you're not pulling them on his initial banner. So that's going to be kind of annoying to level him up enough to where you're going to get extra stats and stuff from having him as an associated unit or a link. But I think for me personally, I would rather try to go first in PvP over him doing like absolutely insane damage, or like I mean you're basically giving him 20% extra attack, and then is it 30% extra crit damage? I want to say. No, it's 20% extra crit damage. I mean, that's going to help you do a lot more damage in general, but I think having the HP defense is probably going to be better for me personally. Obviously, I would like to build an attack crit damage set for him. I think I already have one that's basically done. Obviously, the rolls aren't like perfect on it or anything, but I'll work on it over time. But this would be a set that I would kind of use for using him on Nidhogg probably, or if I want to go full DPS build in PvP, I could use this on him. I think personally I'm gonna end up getting more use out of the HP defense set, because I don't really plan on messing with Nidhogg too much, and even then it's only like once a week at the moment because you can't farm it or anything for now, and I don't really want to because it's really hard. I would rather wait for like more Nidhogg support stuff to come out before I even worry about messing with it too much. So for me, I think he's going to be more of a PvP unit for the moment, but I will be able to use him in Nidhogg if I need him. So I don't know. We've watched several videos. I'm sure you guys are probably watching videos on him because he's new, he's hype. He's the newest unit that's come out of the game, and he's obviously one that's been pretty sought after. A lot of people have been waiting for him to come out. So if you have any thoughts or opinions on the character or anything like that, feel free to let me know, or just tell me what kind of gear you're planning on building for him, or I don't know what you plan on using him for or anything, if it's something out of the ordinary maybe. But I don't know, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say. I know it's kind of a little bit of a dead week on global. We're waiting for Mael to come out while they're kind of messing with the new unit and everything on JP. So got a couple of extra PvP videos and stuff like that are going to be coming out for the rest of the week, and yeah, I will be probably just chilling, watching, researching, kind of getting my account ready for when Mael drops. So that's pretty much it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one.